Hello, my name's Paul Reiber. I'm a member of the Krenov Foundation board, and we're here today sitting out back of the school on a lovely fall day, interviewing members of the class, of the new class at the school. They've been in class for a week and a half now, and we're just going to chat about what their experience has been like. So would you introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. My name's Beatrix, and I've come from England to study here.
Long way. Have you been here
Yeah.
before?
I haven't, no. I've spoken to various people who've done the course, and something about the atmosphere of the Krenov School kind of trickled through, and yeah, motivated me to come.
At what point in your life did you start becoming a maker?
I think just from childhood, and then at university I worked with clay, glass and wood, and I started to feel that it could be a career, and then I started working with wood in my final year of university.
Now, is this an art school education?
Yeah, it was an art school, so it was very much focusing on the idea first and the making second. So I think, yeah, what I'm interested in now is a bit of a return to the technique.
At what point did wood become the medium that you were primarily interested in, or has that not happened? Is this one of the many things that you're interested in? Or?
Yeah, it was in my last year of study at university. This was quite a while ago. I was interested in boats, and I started making boat-shaped objects using steam bending. And then I worked with an artist for a while doing steam bending. And yeah, I've just stuck. Well, yeah, I've worked with wood ever since.
So what? How did you hear about the school?
My sister's partner is from San Francisco, so I think, and he has a friend who's been here. So it was very much word of mouth initially. Yeah.
And what brought on the decision to make that leap all the way over here, halfway around the world?
It was quite a big decision. I think the timing was just right. I had a break from my job, which was a woodworking job, and I think I just finally felt like I've developed the patience and the desire to get into the detail of the woodworking, which I probably didn't have at the beginning of my career.
So you have some commercial woodworking experience background.
I do, and I think part of the reason I wanted to come here was to kind of rekindle a bit of some of the joy in the woodworking, which had died a bit in the kind of
under the pressure of commercial,
the production commercial environment. Yeah.
Do you have any particular goals or fantasies for the year?
I'm not sure. I think I'd like to make I'd like to connect a bit more with my own ideas and make some interesting things.
You applied for a scholarship, and
I
you
did.
got a scholarship.
Yes.
What was that application process like?
It was quite straightforward, but required some thought, and I did take quite a bit of time to write out. There were various essays and personal statements to write, so I did take quite a long time to carefully write
Did it seem like a reasonable process? And
yeah, definitely.
were there things that you wished you'd been asked, or information that you felt like, gee, I wish I could have shared this as part of the process?
No, it was quite detailed. I think I wrote an essay about my favourite kind of furniture, and and about my motivations.
How familiar are you with Krenov's writings?
I'm actually not hugely familiar with the writing. I wanted to wait till I was here to start reading properly.
So what's your experience of Fort Bragg like?
Oh, I'm enjoying it.
Oh, good. Were you from a big city?
I've lived in, well, I used to live in London, but I have also lived in small towns, so I kind of...
So you had some idea
Yeah.
what you were getting into.
I mean, yeah, I had a look on Google Street View at the various streets and at the seaside and the... Yeah. But, I mean, it doesn't take long to adjust, especially when you're kind of... Yeah, you're
really
anchored.
focused,
You're
yeah.
anchored in one place.
Yeah.
The rest is floating.
What you said about your goals for the program really made me think about the school as an artist residency focused in woodworking, rather than I tend to think of it as a training school where you're learning particular skills. But it also has that aspect of I have a nice shop. I have all the skilled people around me that can help me do what I want to do. I've got lots of time, nothing else going on.
Definitely.
But just that artist
Yeah.
residency, you know, it just seems very much like that, and I never thought about it that way.
I think that's what attracted me to it, because I want to spend the time developing my skills, but I also want some creative freedom.
Right.
And this gives
Right.
both.
Right, and the time to
Yeah.
just be totally focused.
And actually, in the future, I'd love to apply for artist residencies, but as a woodworker, I'm kind of held back because usually a place that hosts a residency won't have a wood workshop.
Right.
Whereas now I can see, if I develop my hand tool skills, I could turn up with my planes and my hand tools and maybe take part in a residency that way, which would be...
Oh, that's
would
a
be cool.
great goal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, great. Well, thank you so much for
Great.
for
Thank
talking
you.
with us.
It's a little fuzzy.
Yeah.